It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Newcastle Council is facing even more criticism today for moving its investments away from banks which support fossil fuels. Prime Minister Tony Abbott has weighed into the debate, saying why is a coal city saying no to coal investment? However, Labor councillor Declan Clausen says the move isn't about destroying coal jobs, but supporting and growing renewable industries. Unreliable public transport is being blamed for overcrowded parking lots at the University of Newcastle. State member for Wallsend Sonia Hornery believes students often won't risk catching public transport in case it doesn't arrive on time. She says public transport is often too slow or infrequent.
The reason why car parking is so difficult and busy at the university is limited access to good, seamless public transport. Often the routes take too long, they are too infrequent and they are patchy.
Staff at the Newcastle Herald are hoping to save some of the jobs set to be cut at the iconic newspaper. Employees went on strike yesterday after Fairfax announced a proposal to cut 70 positions across its Hunter newspapers. The company says the job cuts are regrettable but necessary in order to put their publications on a stronger, more viable footing and to position them for the future. Hunter residents are being urged to make the switch to Opal cards, with new figures showing Newcastle has the slowest uptake in the state. The figures show only 43% of passengers on the Hunter rail line and 25% on Hunter Valley buses use Opal. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott McDonald, says time is running out.
The Hunter is just a bit behind the rest of the state in the take-up of Opal. It's showing there's only 44% of train customers on the Newcastle line are travelling with Opal, whereas the rest of the area is nearly double that across the state. So we are moving to the situation on the 1st of January 2016 where all of these paper tickets will be gone.
Port Stephens Greens have raised concerns over Council's amendment to its tree management policy. The change will allow landowners in urban areas to remove any tree which poses a direct threat over a 12-month period. Although Council has a post-notification policy to control abuse, Greens Secretary Nigel Waters is not convinced it's an effective measure.
The criterion is left in the judgment of the landowner, so definition of what is a serious danger or risk or a direct threat. It's going to be very difficult after the event to challenge whether that was in fact the case.
And there's been a major breakthrough for researchers at the University of Newcastle who are looking at ways to bring power to the world's poorest people. They've developed new technology which generates heat and electricity by using agricultural waste. They'll start off with a demonstration site at a village in India before rolling it out to developing countries around the world if successful.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club, Fishing Expo, September 13.
Excitement is high for the Newcastle Knights leading up to their Old Boys Day clash against the Bulldogs tomorrow night. Coming off consecutive wins, the Red and Blue will have to play hard to bring home the win. Forward Chris Houston says the boys are preparing for a tough one.
We're up against it on Saturday. It doesn't get any easier in the NRL. Every game's a step up or just as hard as the last one, and it's going to be a big battle.
Elubana's Ben Harradine has made it to the discus final of the World Athletics Championships in Beijing. Harradine secured the final spot in tomorrow's 12-man final with a throw of 62.48 metres. He says he's keen to have some fun and finish with the season's best. And in local soccer, Valentine is gearing up for a big game this Sunday when they take on Wallsend in the Northern New South Wales First Division Grand Final. That's sport. I'm Georgia Moylan.
2 NURFM News Time 26 to 7.